makes you believer. As the legend and stories been told, all skin folk came. Kamala ain't black. Kamala ain't black. That bitch is Indian.
Am I a troublemaker?
So is a mama.
I just gotta ask that question. Am I a troublemaker?
That bitch is Indian. So
am I a troublemaker?
is her father.
I am.
That ain't the same. This ain't no game.
It is.
Kamala ain't black and neither is her name.
That's nasty, right?
Kamala ain't black.
That's
Kamala
nasty.
ain't black. Kamala ain't black.
Good morning, everybody.
Her father ain't black. Her sister ain't black. So don't bother. But Kamala ain't black. Her father ain't black. Kamala ain't black.
That's nasty.
So don't bother.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means Queen, baby. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to rock with me. I greatly appreciate it because you could have been anywhere else, but you said, let me go see what this loudmouth heifer talking about. And I appreciate y'all for that. So, Tara, what's up, baby? What's going on? A-Team, how you doing? Maya, what's going on? Sir, how are you? Lost in Translation Podcast, what's going on? Melania, baby, what's up? Robert, I see you. What's going on? Love, I see you. Brian, I see you. Long time no see, my brother. Long time no see. I understand. Green Beans, what's going on? How are you? It's good to see you. Let's not have no shit out of you this morning, okay? Let me put that out there. Let me put that out there in advance. Let's not have no shit from you this morning. Yes. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see y'all. Okay? Now, y'all heard that's my new intro, okay? That's my new intro right here.
Kamala ain't black.
That's my new intro right there, okay? That's my new intro. So y'all saw me put out, okay, posts today. Y'all saw me putting out posts today, right? Okay? And the post was about Kamala, the father, okay, and the mom. All right? And I want to share this with y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I was hearing some noise. So check this out. So I put out a post today of Kamala, the father, and the mother. And my question today was, would the sisters and would the father say that they are black like Kamala is saying right now? That was the question of the morning. Would the sisters and the father say that they are black like Kamala is saying, like she's preaching all over, okay? She's up here telling everybody that she's black. Mind you, nobody asked her this. She said this on her own. But a lot of people are having problems. They like, well, why? Why are you upset with her because she says she's black? First of all, listen. Black people have been voting in, okay? Have been voting in white presidents for God knows how long, okay? They have been voting in white presidents for God knows how long, okay? But yet, she had to come to the forefront and say she black. Now, I did a little history. Now, y'all know I don't be doing research and shit. I don't do research. I just get in this motherfucker and start talking shit. That's what I do. Okay? That's what I do. I do a little research. That's all. I did a little research, but I don't usually. Y'all know I get in here and I just talk shit. That's what I do. Okay, that's what I do. But the thing is that I did a little research and found out that the father lived in Browntown, right? Now this Browntown is historically Indian people, right? Indian people and Arabic Indian. Okay? That's it. That's it. Okay? That's it. They didn't live in no other part of Jamaica. That's it. Why did they just go to, why was he raised in only in that neighborhood if they're black? If the father black, why were they raised in, why was he raised in an Indian and Arabic neighborhood? So he was the only black kid in that neighborhood? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to put two and two together. Y'all be missing shit all the time. Okay? Indian people don't just, if this is a full neighborhood of Indian people, that's how it will remain. Y'all miss that part. That's how it will remain. Let's act like we understand. Good morning through the fire podcast. It's good to see you. Embrace the grace. What's going on? Malik, how are you, sir? So we're starting trouble a little bit. Now, the title of this foolery is Ricky Smiley said black people never stay on code when it comes to Kamala Harris. Black people never stay on code when it comes to Kamala Harris. Why are we staying on code with her? Why are we staying on code with her? I don't understand. Why are we staying on code with her? This is the problem right here. Trey, I hope I greeted you. How are you, Trey? Growth, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for rocking in and stopping in. I appreciate you. But why are we staying on code with her? Because yesterday we got our ass chewed out yesterday by Luke. Luke went in on black people yesterday. Black men, okay? And this is what Luke said. Luke said, y'all got to what? This is what Luke said. He said, y'all got to what? Okay? Let me bring him up. I want y'all to hear what Uncle Luke told y'all ass, okay? He said, you got to what? That's what he said.
To all black men who left the Democratic Party for the MAGA Party,
Right.
I'm going to offer you this one time opportunity to come back. You can come back. You have until Sunday,
He said
12 high noon.
12 high noon.
We'll take you back. We'll take you back. There's no more, really no matter who. It's Kamala, mana, bang, bang. Kamala, mana, bang, bang. Coach.
I don't care what nobody says. Somebody is paying these people to come at black people. I'm telling you right now. Somebody is paying these people to come at black people for us to believe that this woman is black. Okay? Y'all look at those pictures. You tell me if you believe her sisters would say that they black. How is it all of a sudden we hear that she black when she become VP? Other times she promoting that Indian heritage. So how is it that she doesn't, now she black? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to put it together. And mind you, she started this colorism shit. She did it. Nobody asked her to say she was black. Nobody asked her. Maybe the Democrats told her to say she is black and she took that and ran with that. Okay? And maybe in Indian culture, they called them a brown Indian. So that's what she trying to refer to. Okay? I'm not sure. But the thing is that nobody asked her to say that she was black. Nobody did. She did that on her own. So this is why everybody is critiquing it. This is why everybody have a problem. She said she was black on her own. Okay? Nobody forced her to say that she's black. But because she's trying to get the black vote and the Divine Nine, is in on this shit too. And you know Ricky Smiley is a part of them as well. So that's why he talking about why we not staying on code. That's right. Melania said, what code? We not in no gang. We ain't in no gang, okay? Gross said the way our women want sexually hard for Luke hoeing themselves out, and now he trying to shame black men. No, sir. No, sir. That's right. That's right. Tara said, I'm on code. She not black. And Uncle Luke shaking my head. That's right. I listen. Listen. They all doing bullshit. Luke got a check. And Ricky, because he a part of the Divine Nine, probably got a check too. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that today. I'm sorry. We not gonna do that. I want y'all to hear a group of young supporters. You know, Kamala called people from 18 to 24. She called them stupid. Y'all remember, right? Let me just give you a recap of what she said. She called them stupid, 18 to 24. Mind you, they stupid, but she said it out loud and stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. She said it out loud. So we got to replay what she said. But these young people said that she is their savior. But I'll share with you why they said she is their savior. Okay? This is why she's their savior. Let me get it. Hold on. Wait a minute, I don't have it. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get it together. Give me a minute. Okay, so now, mind you, listen. They only voting for her for this one reason. We're going to go right back to it. But this is what she said about age 18 to 24.
What else do we know about this population, 18 through 24? They are stupid.
That's what she said.
That is why we put them in dormitories.
That's what she said.
And they have a resident assistant.
That's what she said.
They make really bad decisions.
This generation isn't stupid. They know.
Now, mind you, they stupid, but she had, she need their vote. She need their vote, okay? They stupid, but she need their vote, okay? I'm just saying. Because my kids asked me yesterday, right? All of them, they said, Mama, when you were young, growing up in the 80s, right? Was bullying, bad like how it is now, like with the children, like with their age now? Good morning, black lady. It's good to see you, right? So my kids say, yeah, Ma, so what do you think? Because the bullying now is, they do cyberbullying and stuff like that. And they say mean words to people and stuff like that. And I told my kids, I said the bullying when I was growing up was much worse. Because they would fight you in the hallway. They would beat you up. Like if you was in school, they would beat you. Some kids didn't even wait till 3 o'clock and say, back in the day they used to do that, that fist and tell you 3 like that. They don't even do that no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that. But back in the day, they would do, the fist bump, 3. And then some of them get gangster and just start fighting you by the locker. And then, the principal come out and everybody get in trouble. So they said, oh, but Mom, cyberbullying and all this stuff. I said, yeah, but it's just words. It's just words. See, we used to get into altercations when we were young. It was much different. We would get into full-on fights. It was bad. It's different from what y'all going through now. If y'all wouldn't even been able to survive back in the 80s when people would be ready to fight you. Because I remember when I was young, I used to climb over desks just to get to somebody. And my teacher knew. Like, once somebody said something to me, he knew to go high and grab me because I was climbing over desks to get somebody. I was very bad when I was young. I just want to express that to y'all. And I want to add this too. It played a lot that I lived in a crack home. Okay, that played a lot in that. I just, when a child don't have a steady home, okay, the child can be bad. I just want to stress that out there real quick. I just want to stress that to y'all real quick. When the child is not in a steady home, they can be somebody nightmare. Okay, I just want to let you know that. So my teacher already knew go high because I was flying over the desks. But then I had learned that he knew I would go high over the desk, so I just started throwing the desk. That's what I did when I was young. Yes, a lot of nonsense, baby. I'm telling you, a lot of nonsense. 18. So all the things that I have been through, I didn't want my children to go through the same thing. See, generational curses, they can be broken, but it's up to the parents that want to see their children do better than them. So check this out. That's what she said. That's what she said. She called them stupid. But mind you, these young women said this. It's a one that is transitioning into a man. Then they're young, they're college. And there's another one that's transitioning to like one of those furry things, you know, they change their face and their nails and stuff and all that stuff. They said they want Kamala because of this. I want y'all to hear this. This is why they said, shout out to Red Pill Awareness. This is why they said they want Kamala, okay?
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
I don't want to lose my rights. Like, I'm a trans man and I'm gay and I have been pregnant and I've had an abortion before and I don't want to lose that. I'm afraid of not being able to be myself anymore because from what I've heard, Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. So that's why I'm here today and that's why I'm voting blue.
What about you?
I've also been pregnant and had an abortion before. I was a minor and it would have been dangerous for me to properly, like, it would have been dangerous for me to carry a baby with, like, personal reasons and everything. I also, like, I'm very, you know, alternative, and I feel like if Trump were to win, I wouldn't be able to, like, express myself through my looks and everything, and wouldn't be able to have the piercings or the dyed hair or the tattoos that I want. You know, I would be able to be myself. And my dad's very pro-Trump, and I'm just very
Pro-Kamala.
pro-Kamala. Yeah, I don't, you know, it's
Does
just,
that cause a divide at all?
yeah, it definitely does. He thinks that Kamala's going to ruin the country, but I think that Trump would do worse, like, a lot. Like, Kamala is going to be good.
Now, I want to share something with y'all. Y'all got to go to our group chat, okay? And you will see the Red Pill Awareness sign at the top of the reel, okay? And now the one that looks like a woman, okay, is transitioning into a man, but he's gay, okay? She's gay. And then you have the other one that looks like a furry beast that looked like a cat, done changed her nose and everything. She has all these tattoos and talons she have on her hands, okay? So the thing is that they don't want Trump because why? Why did you understand why they don't want Trump? Did you understand why they don't want Trump, everybody? Okay, mind you, I'm not here to promote Trump at all. I am not. I'm just saying I'm not, okay? I'm not here to tell you who to vote for or who not to vote for. I just want to lay it out on the table to show y'all some shit is not right. Why do they want Kamala? They want to have the right to do what? They want to have the right to have blood on their hands if they want to. That's all I heard. That is all I heard. Both of them had deletions. That's all I heard. They want to have the right. Okay? When you have the right to protect yourself before you do anything. You have the right to protect yourself before you lay down and have sex. You have the right. This is the thing that messes us up. You have the right to protect yourself before you laying down on that bed. But because you want to have the right, you have the right. So many precautions that you could take. But you want to make sure you have the right to delete your baby. That's only why you voting for Kamala. And the other one said, I won't be able to transition. But first, they said abortion. I'm sorry, deletion. Okay? I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You're not even talking about, okay, will I have a job when I get out of college? You know, will the economy be well? You know what I'm saying? Will I be able to afford a house? You know what I'm saying? Will I be able to live outside of this college dorm. We not thinking nothing about that. We not thinking nothing about that. You just want to have the right to have a deletion. That's what you want. I want to have the right to have a deletion. That's all I heard. That's everything I heard. Okay. Now, Trey said Trump is taking away their ability to not take accountability. And that scares the shit out of women. I believe that too. It's so crazy. Trey said that is some sick stuff. Big T says, man shall not waste thy seed. Ooh, wait a minute. Now, we gonna get on something because Cam Newton had invited, had invited, ooh, I can't believe he said that shit first. But anyway, Cam Newton had invited Kirk Franklin to his podcast, right? Now, only why I believe Kirk Franklin took this stance, was because, you know, Cam Newton got 8 children. And he not married to none of these women. Hey, Big E, how are you? King Ball, it's good to see you. So only why I think Kirk Franklin agreed with this nonsense is because he was trying to conform, trying to understand Cam Newton, instead of saying, Cam, man, you supposed to be married, okay? You supposed to be married. This is the thing that we always miss. We always miss this in our culture, okay? But let Kirk Franklin, who has been in Christ for God knows how long, tell you that you don't have to get married, okay? But the thing is, he didn't finish it up. See, you don't have to get married, but there's some stipulations that come behind if you don't want to get married, okay? Check this out. This is what he said.
I believe that marriage has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Giving has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Sexuality has been weaponized. For example, any woman listening to this can attest in our culture. Don't be no 30, 35-year-old single black woman and go to the family reunion. All the older women are going to do them. They're going to look at you and wonder, why you not married?
Where your man at? Where your kids at?
Like it's a prerequisite for identity and value. That if you don't have a man, if you don't have kids, that something about you is broken. Do you understand how dysfunctional these messages are?
Yeah.
And how we super spiritualize these messages? Paul said, but marriage is a necessary distraction. I have many friends that were in ministry at church.
Paul said marriage is a distraction, right? But he didn't finish the scripture. This is what I always tell y'all all the time. You got to finish the scripture. Thank you, Skinny. You got to finish the scripture. See, this is when you got those, those pimping pastors that they only put half of the scripture, so you think what you're doing is right. Check it out. Let's finish.
And the church has told them, if you're going to be in ministry, you can't be single. We're not going to let you work with the youth ministry if you're single. You can't do this if you're single. And so what people do, they quickly get married thinking that they're fulfilling God's will for their lives, but they are fulfilling man's dogma. Okay. You can be single and be used by God. Okay. You can be single and have purpose. Okay. Being married is not a prerequisite for God's hand on your life. It is not. But we've weaponized it. And then crucify people where my camera at.
Right there.
And then crucify people when those same marriages fail.
Now check this out. Kirk Franklin said a lot, right? But there's something behind that, okay? It also says in the word of God that it is better to marry than to burn, okay? Because the body is already sexual. You understand? When congregations say that you can't be in certain areas, you want to know why they say You can't be in certain areas and you can't have certain ministries and stuff like that. And you being single, you want to know why? Because it's temptation. They don't want y'all fucking. That's why. That's why the pastor have a problem with single people in certain areas of the church, because y'all gonna be fucking. That's why. The pastor is trying to prevent fornication. That's why. Nobody said that God did not have a calling on your life because you single. The problem is that we are sexual beings and we like to fuck. That's the problem. Once you learn how to fuck, it's like a bike that you ain't never got to get the fuck off. You don't forget about riding a bike. That's why it says, don't laugh, don't be laughing in, don't laugh, okay? That's why, okay? That's why the Bible says it's better to marry than to burn, damn it. That's why. And you've been in Christ for God knows how long, Kirk. And you know better, damn it. You know better. Mind you, I have not been in church as long as Kirk been in church. He's been in church since he was 2 years old, or probably beforehand, with his auntie, Miss Gertrude, okay? Miss Gertrude, may her soul rest in peace. Kirk, you wrong for that. You wrong for that, Kirk. You wrong for that. That's why the pastor don't allow, okay, single people to be the head of certain ministries, because they gonna be fucking. They gonna be committing adultery. Fornication in the church. Unwanted babies gonna be coming out of that woodwork, out of that doggone ministry. Yes, we talking about it. Mind you, already they doing that shit anyway. They doing that already, because every time you turn around, this how you know pastor not preaching the word. I said this yesterday. This how you know pastor not preaching the word, because you still got single mothers in the church. Because if pastor was preaching the word properly, okay, the word would convict those women and they would stop having unwanted babies. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying, it is what it is. I'm just saying. So Kurt is trying to make Cam Newton feel good about himself, because Cam Newton said, that's right. No, Cam, no, that's not right. That's not right. Check this out. Even back in ancient days, right? Let's get into it, because y'all always talk about how God called forth many men in the Bible that they had many wives, you know. They had many concubines, right? Okay. But these women knew who they belonged to. You couldn't sleep with these women. They knew who their king was. They knew who their husband was. I don't care how many women he married, okay, or how many concubines he kept. They knew who they belonged to. Y'all had babies by these women, right? Y'all had babies with these women, right? These women go out and date other men. They got other men that they bringing around your children. In ancient days, okay, God used men who had multiple wives, okay, and also multiple concubines. But these concubines had children with this man, but they didn't go out and fuck other men. They did not. They knew they slept with this man right here. They could pinpoint, I belong to Jacob, okay? They could pinpoint who they belong to, okay? Let's act like we understand. These women y'all having babies by, they can't pinpoint, I belong to Tyshawn. They can't pinpoint that shit. They cannot. Y'all always like to bring in the Bible when you doing nonsense, okay? And Kirk Franklin, this ain't no different, baby. This ain't no different what you just sat up there and said, okay? What you sat up there and said that you thought it made sense. But yet and still, it's better to marry than to burn. Because let me share something with you. When you out here, okay, when you out here running the street and doing nonsense, and then on Sunday you running down to the church, do that make sense? You out here screwing and everything. You telling me a person, everybody, okay, let's act like we know. There's only a select few that 30-something years old and they are holding themselves for marriage. There's a select few that don't have children and they're holding themselves for marriage. Okay? Select few. Okay? But you telling me that these people gonna still be able to do what they need to do and they're committing fornication. How can God work through you? You're committing fornication. You doing nonsense. So you telling me that God accepts this. He accepts this. This is your purpose. Your purpose is, what is your purpose? What is the purpose for us to be here, y'all? What is the original purpose for us? What did Genesis say? What is the original purpose for man and woman? To go forth, be fruitful, and multiply. That is the original purpose. That's God's purpose for man. God didn't say go and just marry anybody. You have to vet this person. You have to vet this person. Okay? Nobody said you just go marry because the church wants you to marry. No. You go, get yourself together, get your mind right. You find somebody that you and this person is on one accord and y'all can figure things out together and you build the family. That's how it is. That is the purpose. That's why you were meant to come here. It's to be fruitful and multiply. That is your purpose. But yet here we go. You have people that will get up here and do sound bites. And only why he's doing that is because Cam Newton got 8 children and he ain't married to none of those women. So he want to make Cam Newton feel good. Okay? This is what you call lukewarm Christians. Because when I'm faced with a question, I can't tell what it is. Mind you, he been in church for a long time. Okay? Kirk been in the church for a long time. Okay? He know better. He know that was not the right answer. Okay? He know that was not the right answer. Just like everybody get up here and they clown. Check this out. They clown, okay? They clown Candace Owens, right? All the time. But when Don Lemon asked her, she didn't ask, she didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. He asked her, do you believe I'm in a sinful relationship? She said, yes, you are. And he said, well, in the Bible, he was trying to say in the Bible that that her marriage would be considered sinful because she married outside her race. That thing always shocked me when people say that, because I always hear stuff like that when they say you're sinful because you marry outside your race, right? And I thought unequally yoked mean that you don't serve the same God. That's what I thought what unequally yoked meant. But a lot of y'all say it's the color as well. I don't know. I find it strange that we say that, okay? But he said, and then he said to her, but in the Bible, that's sinful, okay? I don't know, okay? Because she married a Caucasian man. Now, that's what he said, okay? I don't know, okay? I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say I know. So she asked him, well, what scripture does that say? Okay? What scripture does that say? Okay? And he said, well, it's not written, but you know, it's like a code type of thing in the Bible. I never heard that a day in my life. But because you asked me a question and I told you the truth, you immediately ready to slander my name. You're immediately ready to say that what I'm doing is sinful too. I don't know. Yes, I didn't understand that. An unwritten code. I don't know. Yes, green beans. Now he just making up that shit. Yes, I thought so too. Okay, I thought so too. Now, will I say that we all come from the 12 tribes of Judah? Yes, I'll say that. Yes, I believe that to be so. And we all come from different colors. Yes, I believe that to be so. But I believe our origin started in Mother Africa. I believe that. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how you try to spin it. I believe we all started there. Because I still believe Africa is the Garden of Eden. That's the only continent that have all mineral sources that the world need. Ain't that crazy? Only continent that have all the mineral sources that the world needs. Ain't that crazy? Now, my problem is that he wanted to justify it, just like, okay, hey Tara, what's going on, baby? Long time no see. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Hey, Tracy, I'm sorry I said Tara. Tracy, what's going on, baby? Long time no see. I miss you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. So now check this out. He said this, but it was only to make Cam Newton feel good about himself. Okay? She said, I'm back, y'all. Thank you. I appreciate you, baby. So he only did this, to make Cam Newton feel good about his situation. Okay? Only to make Cam Newton feel good about his situation. No, Because 8 children and all these different baby mamas, that does not make sense. I don't care how you try to put it together. When men do this, you do not value your seed. I'm sorry. I could see if you sat up there, you got married, and you gave 8 children to one woman. You value your seed. Any man who go out there and he spread his seed like that, he does not value his seed. You want to know why? Because these children will not be governed under you. These children will not have your guidance. You are not there 24/7 to raise these children properly. Their mothers have men coming in and out the house, being around your children. So if you can go and, mind you, this is 8 broken families this man has made. And you telling me this is of substance? 8 broken families this man has made. And this is substance. It is not. I don't care how y'all try to sugarcoat that. That's not substance. You're not supposed to do that. Okay? It is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. Because that's not your purpose. Now, when we talk about the men of the Bible back in ancient days, their children were raised in the same household. Their children, even in how many wives they had, how many concubines, the children saw their father every day till God called them to glory. Am I right? The children saw their father every day until God called them to glory. When they ate together, all of them ate with their father. When they went hunting, all of them went hunting with their father. When they did sacrifices to Yahweh, all of them were there with their father. Okay? When they sheep herdled, I know I'm saying that wrong. When they were guiding the sheep, walking the sheep, okay? They all did it. The brothers all did it as a family. They were under the father's authority. No man was walking up in that camp talking about, I came to see Mary. I came to see so-and-so. Okay? No other men were coming in that camp talking about, I came to see so-and-so. I came to see concubine number 1. Concubine number 2. Nobody came to this camp and said that, because why? There was one man that was at the helm of that camp. He made a foundation all across. Even though he wasn't married to all those women, he had a select few he was married to, and the rest was concubines. But what happened? They were under the same roof. Let's act like we understand this. If we want to talk about the Bible and what happened, okay? And we want to talk about the Bible and what happened with all these men who had all these relationships with different women and stuff like that, and that were married and that had concubines. These men were of substance, damn it. They kept their family under one roof. None of these women had men. All these women were under one roof. He took care of all these women and raised all the children under one roof. You tell me, how many women gonna be able to stay under one roof like that with one man? Now, right now, without disliking each other. Mind you, each concubine and each wife had their own tent. They had their own stuff. Okay? Anything the husband wanted for them, they had their own stuff. They had their own part of the field to clear. They had their own part of the land to cultivate. He designated them to have this. They supposed to have this. This belongs to them. He gave them each additionally their own stuff. Let's act like we know. Let's act like we know. Y'all want to relive the Bible. You got to get into the nitty gritty of reliving the Bible. You got to get into the nitty gritty. Y'all having all these children, but you're not raising them under one household. Jacob raised all his children under one household. Because y'all always like to bring that up. Hey, Jasmine, I see you, baby. Ellis, what's going on? Y'all always like to bring up the Bible. Well, it happened in the Bible days. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. But these men took care of these women. No man was coming to see them and sneak in the bed with them. He was the only man that was screwing these women. He was the only man that was sleeping with these women. Let's act like we understand. Even if they were concubines, he was the only one that was sleeping with these women. These women didn't have boyfriends. They didn't have boyfriends. Melania said nobody had multiple baby mamas / daddies until they were widowed. Today ain't nobody a widow. See, the thing that always irked my nerve about our culture is that we take bits and pieces of the Bible and we'll run with that because, you know, it sounds good right now. That sound good. You ain't read the whole scripture. That sound good right now. Let me run with that. You know what I'm saying? When y'all get out here and be making all those children and y'all got all those broken homes, y'all be like, yeah, well, Jacob did it. Y'all always blame Jacob. I know Jacob, like, I'm tired of y'all calling my name. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always quick to say that. Okay? Well, Jacob did it. He had multiple wives, you know, and he had concubines and everything like that. Yes. But Jacob knew what it was to take care of all those people. He knew that he had to maintain each family. He knew that he had to keep each one of them under his roof. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Don't get upset. Let's go to the next foolery because I'm done. I'm so disappointed in Kirk Franklin because he tried to co-sign that nonsense that Jacob is. That nonsense that Cam Newton is doing. He trying to co-sign that nonsense. Now, I want y'all to hear something from oh, this is so crazy. Let me see. So, I want us to get into something about what Anton Daniels had said something. He dropped this amazing show. And we going to get into what he said, okay? And I want y'all to hear, we're not going to go into too much because we really got to get on Ricky Smiley. So we're going to go into this. And mind you, I shared the link in our Instagram, okay? I shared the link in our Instagram, and I believe I shared the link in our YouTube channel too on the community tab. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. Commercial first.
Sit, stay, and trust fall.
The internet has been ablaze with video after video of people criticizing Kamala Harris, accusing her of not being for black people, right?
Including yours truly.
And the question I have is that, like, why do so many people still believe because a person has black skin, they're for black people?
Right.
You know, for the life of me, I can't get this. This is like...
Mind you, y'all, this is Angela Stanton King. But now I think they said she go by Angela King. So let's get into it.
You know, Obama all over again. And I'll be honest,
Hi, Tracy.
I think the reason is because we're emotional, right? We're not fact-based. We're more based off of emotion. We're in a day and age where people are more concerned about the racism that they're never going to be able to rid, right, than they are about the pedophilia that's sleeping itself through our government, right? That's an issue for me. And I think that when you ask people what type of policy is Kamala Harris running on, they can't say anything. The only reason they want to vote for her is...
I gotta stop for a minute because Trey is starting some trouble in this right now. Trey starting some trouble. Trey, you better stop because I told you about the truth over here. Okay, I told you about the truth over here. Okay, I told you about the truth now. I told you about the truth. Okay, Trey, you starting trouble shit. You starting trouble. Trey, I don't want to have to throw you out this bitch, okay? Don't listen to what Trey said. I don't want to have to throw you out this bitch. Okay? Malik, get ready, because Trey starting shit. Hold on. Now, Trey gonna put in here, Trey, you ain't right, damn it. You ain't right. Trey gonna put in here, can anyone pinpoint to the Bible verse that permits a woman to divorce her husband? Thank you in advance. Ain't that some Trey, damn it, there's no Bible verse that permit women to do it. Only men. But nobody saw that part, right? The Bible don't say that about the woman. Nobody saw that part, though. They like to mix it in with everything else. That's how I go right there. Trey, you wrong. You know what? Malik, cock the gun back, Malik. Malik, cock the peace be still back. Because Trey gotta get out of here. Trey, listen. Trey, don't come. Listen, Trey. Listen. Okay? Listen. You've been over here a couple of times, okay, with my family, okay? This my family, Trey, okay? You've been over here a couple of times. You a cousin. You a foreign cousin, okay? You a foreign cousin, okay? You a foreign cousin, okay, Trey? Listen, act like you know. You a foreign cousin in this bitch. Act like you know. Don't come up here and be telling the truth and shit. You better listen, you a foreign cousin, okay? Malik, watch him. Watch him, Malik. Watch him, Malik. You ain't family. You better watch what you say in this chat. You ain't family. You better watch what you say in this bitch, okay? Okay, everybody else is family in this bitch, okay? All right? But you a foreign cousin. You see, you don't have no rich. You a foreign cousin. Okay, let's act like you know, okay? Now, anybody else who don't have the a wrench, okay? And I ain't call you a foreign cousin. Y'all step down. Y'all sit and be quiet. Don't say nothing. Cause I ain't call you a foreign cousin, okay? Don't you say nothing. Trey starting shit in this bitch. Okay, he's starting shit in here. Don't say don't be laughing, Trey. You a foreign cousin in this bitch. Don't come start no trouble in here. Now let's get back to the story, damn it.
Because she black. And then what gets me is you're telling me that
No, A-Team, I ain't talking to you, baby. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to Trey ass. The rest of y'all, I'm not talking to y'all, okay? Trey ass is the problem, okay, y'all? All right, the rest of y'all who been rocking with me for God knows how long, we together. You a foreign cousin in this bitch, Trey. Malik, watch him, Malik. Please, watch him. He say any more shit, get his ass out of here and shit. Get his ass out of here. He belong to Black Man Unfiltered anyway. Let's go into it, y'all.
Supposed to choose this woman just because she's black. Well, you know, everybody's pro-black until it's time to marry and procreate, right?
Ooh, that's nasty.
This woman is cooking. Nasty. Shout out to Angela Stanton. Angela Stanton King. I heard she was going by Angela Stanton now. Shout out to this woman. She is absolutely on fire, and she's 100% correct. When I ask people that say that they're pro-black, because I don't identify as such. I'm pro-Christian. I'm pro-America. I'm pro-good person. I'm pro things that you can control. I
don't know if I'm pro-black either. I don't know if I'm pro-black, and I don't know if I'm pro-Christian either. I'm sorry, I don't know, cause I have to ask Yeshua if he was Christian, because some of the stuff that we doing in Christianity don't make sense. I'm sorry. So, you know, I have a problem with that. I don't know if I'm pro-black, and I don't know if I'm pro-Christian, okay? Because I don't think Yeshua was Christian, okay? We made that up, okay? Let's go into it.
Things that you were inherently born as. When I ask people that are pro-black, right, that align themselves with the community, well, what are the rules? What are the standards? Nobody can agree. Nobody knows. Everybody got a completely different mindset and narrative of what it means to be pro-black. I say, okay, well, do you have to actually marry a woman or a man that is black if you are pro-black, if you are so much of an advocate for such a thing? And most of them say absolutely 100% yes. Most of them say yes, right? Okay,
Shout
cool.
out to Anton Daniels.
Well, then, if I'm to vote for somebody based off of identity politics, and if y'all are aligning yourselves based off of what pro-black is supposed to be defined as, things that you can control, that's what you then contribute your money into, and you want your dollar to be able to circulate into an environment, especially if you're a woman marrying a man, because usually the children take on the identity and the last name of the man. It's supposed to be circulating within this community, right? But listen to the hypocrisy and the double standard that people live by because her husband isn't it, right? The people that she support, the narrative, all of these things until it's conveniently time in order to solicit your vote, and she don't even stand on no policies. Cook.
She doesn't.
Right? She didn't choose black when it was time for her to preserve the black family, but I'm supposed to believe that I'm supposed to choose black for her to preserve the black family in the White House. We're not doing that. If she didn't have to choose black, then we don't have to choose black either.
Preach.
So we need to get off of this whole thing, oh, they're just going to do something for us because they're black.
Preach.
Well, maybe if she would have picked a black man or had a black kid, I probably could support that. But the fact that you are on an HBCU tour telling young black women to abort their children while you're raising white children, that's the issue for me.
And then on top of that,
that's nasty.
Pick the vice president that is gender affirming, meaning that he is putting tampons inside of boys' bathrooms and then making sure that he leapfrog off of his stolen valor, according to what these reports are saying, and veterans are pissed at him. And so how can you say that you pro when you only conveniently are when it's time to solicit this woman cooking? She 100% cooking.
Angela King is a problem. She a problem. Damn, that's a whole problem. Everything that she mentioned is a whole problem. Angela King is a whole problem. Damn, that's nasty. That is nasty. Oh my God. She's speaking facts though. Because, you know, you black only when it's convenient for you. You know, you married, but you didn't marry. This is why a lot of people have problems with saying that they pro-black. Because you do everything outside of not helping the black community. Because she said, I'm not going to do, you know, in the smallest terms, okay, I want to be nice when I say this, but she said she ain't doing shit for y'all blacks. You know, I ain't gonna do shit for y'all blacks. You know, she didn't say it like that, but she said, I just ain't gonna do anything just for the blacks, okay? That's what she said. But I want you to hear from me, okay? Cause how I heard her say it is, I ain't gonna do shit for y'all motherfuckers. That's what I heard, okay? That's what I heard. I ain't gonna do shit for you motherfuckers. That's what I heard. Messy, did you hear the same thing? That's what I heard. I ain't gonna do shit for y'all motherfuckers. Okay, that's what I heard. Okay, when she was on that media tour, she said, I ain't gonna do shit for y'all motherfuckers. That's what I heard, 18. Did you hear that? I heard that shit. I heard that part. Okay, I heard that part. I ain't gonna do shit for you. Okay, Messy said these colors. Listen. Good morning, Messy. How are you?
For Black America, because y'all remember back in the day of slavery, we couldn't keep our kids, but you'll see them white kids sucking down the titties, getting breastfed. Yeah, we're not going to abort our children and raise theirs.
Hold on. I just want to jump back. And
nasty.
She was on her HBCU.
That's nasty. Commercial, y'all. Commercial. Hold on. It's nasty.
On her HBCU tours.
Yeah.
She's promoting abortion?
Yeah.
Like direct? Is it?
She wasn't at Yale. She wasn't at Dartmouth. She wasn't at, Princeton. She was at the HBCUs at a tour, reproductive rights tour, telling young black women to abort their...
Do you think she would go to all those other schools and promote that agenda? Do you think she would go to Princeton and promote that agenda? I'm just saying, do you think she would go to any of the other schools and promote that agenda? Let's just, we're going to play devil's advocate here. We're going to start some shit, okay? Do you think she would have went to any other college, okay? If you feel the content, please donate to the channel, okay? If you feel the content, please hit the like and subscribe button if you feel the content, okay? Cash App is available. Super Chat is available too, okay? I'm still going to talk shit though, but I'm just asking if you want to donate, okay? Now, would she have went anywhere else to talk shit like this, Would she went to any other college and did this? She wouldn't have done that shit. She wouldn't have done that shit at all. Okay, she would not have done that shit. Hell no, she would not. She would not have done that shit. Because she knows she would have been out of place. But they always promote us deleting our own. Y'all always see that? Hey Daniel, they always promote us deleting our own. Okay? Let's act like we understand.
Children while she's raising her white husband's two white children. So why are we sacrificing our children for other children?
But what word did she use? She wasn't out there saying abortion, was she?
I mean, what is reproductive rights? What is reproductive rights? Everything they've ever told us, we know that it's backwards, right? So what is reproductive rights? Let's be real.
Grace, thank you for the $5 super chat, baby. I appreciate you. She ain't gonna do shit for the melanated. Now we gonna change the word because I like her saying melanated. That's so sweet of you, Grace. I appreciate you. Even though you one of us, Grace, okay? But I like what you said, melanated. But we gonna change it. We gonna put Messy Michonne word in this bitch right here, okay? Now, she ain't gonna do shit for you coloreds. Yeah, she ain't. Shout out to Messy Michonne. She ain't gonna do shit for you coloreds. But she want the coloreds vote. Yeah, she want y'all coloreds to vote, okay? Where they do that at? Okay, where they do that at? She wants y'all colors to vote though. Okay, that's what she want. Grace, you so sweet, baby. Thank you for the $5 super chat. She wants y'all colors to vote though. Let's act like we understand.
She blazing, Kamala.
What is it?
Kamala don't want stuff like this to happen.
Right. Your right to do what? Kill a baby, because it ain't your right to have one.
That's
okay.
nasty.
So whether they change the word, they make it nice. Like before, it was colored women. Now they saying women of color.
Women of
right.
color.
It's the same thing. To just change the words. Right. It's supposed to be birth control, but it's really controlled birth to control the birth rate.
Ooh.
Right. Supposed to be Planned Parenthood, but it's really Parenthood planned.
Ooh.
Okay, God planned for you to have this baby at this time, but now you're gonna let these people tell you, no, God ain't on time. I'm gonna send that one back and have another one when I'm ready. Planned Parenthood is Parenthood paying. It ain't God's design.
Don't we always say that? We say God's time is best, but when a baby come and we going through some foolery at the time, we will say, okay, no, this is not the time that I'm ready. But we always say in the Bible that God's time is best, right? Now, I'm not judging anybody who done this. I got blood on my hands. I have told y'all myself. I have told y'all my truth. I have blood on my hands too. But this is something that I live with for the rest of my days. And it's painful. These young women don't know what they doing. It's going to be when the doctor tell you can't have children anymore. Then you're going to remember all those souls that you let go. Now, mind you, I was blessed to have kids. God blessed me to have more children. But did I deserve them? Because the sins that I have committed with blood on my hands. I still think about that. As old as I am, it's painful. Let's get into it.
This woman is 100% on point. I do not disagree with anything that she said with regard to Kamala Harris. I am going to go and watch the whole interview, and I'm going to link back into the description the link to the credit and the content creator that came up with this, because I always like to give credit where credit is due and support my creators, regardless of whether I agree with them or not. On top of that, I would love for you guys to make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order plus a free gift, plus 20% off for life. Let me say this. I don't know how y'all set the standard of what it is that you're supposed to do. And she briefly hit on it, but I wish she would have really tapped into it a lot more as far as what the standards are for her policies. Also, she has zero policies, zero things that she's going to do. She ultimately said she is not going to specifically do anything for you in the community. And she has a questionable prosecution record as far as people keep bringing it up about what it is that she stood for as the district attorney over in San Francisco. So with that being said, why are y'all so gung-ho on trying to push everybody else? Ricky Smiley.
Ooh, Ricky too.
Divine Nine, a lot of y'all, not all of y'all, trying to push people to go and vote for this woman, and it's purely based off of emotion and identity politics, and they run in the same play that they did with Obama. Yeah. But I don't think that it's going to be successful. I'm going to be honest with you. I see a lot of people pushing back. I see a lot of black people pushing back. She was not the pick. People did not vote for her to be in this position. She is a selected candidate.
December, I see you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
That people are trying to galvanize and get behind in order to continue to push this agenda that we know based off of history that it is not best for us. They left the border open. She was the border czar.
She was.
Inflation is out of control. You can't feed your family. And the reason that they keep hitting on, and the only thing they keep talking about, is reproductive rights and abortion and Roe v. Wade and all of this stuff, is because that's the only thing that they have to control your emotions that they have left to stand on. It's not based off of policy. It's not based on...
I'm going to share something with you. If women knew how to take accountability, right, when it comes to having relations, right, you wouldn't have to worry about getting deletions. If you knew that your body was a temple, this is what Grace said. Grace said her father, may Grace's father's soul rest in peace, okay? But Grace said her father always told her her body is a temple. If we taught the younger women that your body is a temple, They would not just let anybody run up in them and shoot up the club, okay? I'm just saying, hey, Ricky, what's going on? These colors are wild. And Ricky said, I'm tired of Ricky. I'm tired of Ricky. So that's the thing right there. If we taught our women that their body is a temple, okay? Ellis said, my father too. All right, Ellis, that's right, baby. You got to teach these children that their body is a temple. Not everybody should get the D, okay? Not everybody should get the pussy, okay? Let's act like we understand. You can't give everybody something precious that you got between your legs. We got to teach these children that there's a lot of things that you can get when you open up your body to certain people. We don't teach them that, okay? We don't. And so when they get pregnant, they immediately say, let me go to the chop shop, not knowing that they're destroying their body, not knowing that they're destroying their mind. I don't see why voting for Kamala, okay, and she has no policy, she doesn't have anything to stand on, that we think that this makes sense. She has nothing. Mind you, I don't like Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter. But the shit he's saying make more sense. Okay, his policy make more sense. Okay? I just have a problem with the Democratic Party, and I'm a Democrat. I have a problem with us saying that men and women are equal. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. You want to know why I have a problem with that? This is why. Our son, right? Our son, he's a teen, okay? His sister went to do her college over the summer. They had like a summer program or whatever. And she had to pack and everything. I just want y'all to listen to this, okay? She had to pack and everything. And she had to put everything in the car. When I went to go pick her up, she had to put everything in the car because since I had the car accident in 2018, I can't lift certain things. Like I can't lift anything too heavy because my back is not aligned properly. I got all this spinal disc and everything is crazy, y'all. So now, what happened is our son, she got this big, huge suitcase, right? Now, I watched her struggle to get this suitcase in the car. I watched her. She knew I couldn't help her. But I watched her fight to get this suitcase in the car, okay? Our son went outside. I said, boy, you better get all that stuff out that car because I can't help y'all. And I went and sat down, okay? This boy went in there. This boy went in there. This suitcase is heavy, y'all. This suitcase is heavy, okay? This suitcase is heavy. This boy he about to be, I think, 6 feet or he's 6'1" now, okay? He went in there and grabbed this suitcase with one hand and he walked in the house. He was like, Mom, what is she talking about? The suitcase is heavy. I'm just saying. But I have a problem with us believing that we are equal to men. And men can do everything, women can do everything men can do. And our party, the Democrat Party, believes this. They believe this. This is why you seen the Olympics, okay? The Olympics got a true wake-up call, okay? Got a true wake-up call. Because you see, she could only last 56 seconds in the ring that's a man. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody will tell me anything different. And they finally disqualified the two men that were in there posing as women because they took the test. Mind y'all, I told y'all the easy way to take this test is you pull down your pants and I'll pull down mine. I told y'all that was the easy way for the Olympics to learn who is who. You pull down your pants and I'll pull down mine. But they didn't want to listen to my ideology. That make more sense. Y'all up here testing people and this and that. That does not make sense. You pull down your pants and I'll pull down mine and we'll see who is who. That's how it should have been. That's how it should have been. But y'all didn't want to listen to me. So later y'all had to disqualify them. Okay? Y'all had to disqualify them. Okay? Y'all had to disqualify them. First of all, I would not have even lasted 56 seconds in a ring with no man. He was hitting her with those blows. Can you imagine? Excuse me. Can you imagine how strong a man hit? Can you imagine? Either him be small, skinny, whatever. Do you know how much raw power a man can throw? Just raw power, okay? I don't care how small he is, short he is, skinny, whatever. Raw power is behind those hands. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying, 46 seconds, ain't no way. You wouldn't even, first of all, 1 second. 1 second. Once I would have looked at him, 1 second, I would have said, yep, I'm done. She took 3 hits. Ain't no way. And now, mind you, the first 2 hits was taps. He was letting her know, like, okay, this not what you want. This your time to tap out. Because I'm going to do 1-1 and let you know, like, this is something crazy. You going to get hurt. He did try to warn her. Let's give him some hand claps because he tried to warn her. Okay, one more time for the crowd in the back. He tried to warn her. Okay, and then the last time he said, "Let me whoop that ass," and that's the That's the truth. That's the truth. Now, first time, second time, he said, "Let me warn her." And the last time he said, "Let me whoop that ass." Okay, and she said, "Let me get the hell out this ring." That's what she said, okay? That's what she said. And I know a lot of y'all mad about it, but that's what it is. That's what it is. And we sit up here, we believe that we are as strong as men. Because you see, sometimes you see on YouTube or Instagram and stuff like that, that you will see women beating up on men. You know, you see them. They be like, you know, toe tapping and everything like that with men outside and this and that. I'm going to share something with you. All of y'all always miss this part, okay? I'm going to share something with you. Y'all always miss this part, okay? Let me share you the part that I want y'all to understand, okay? This is the part right here. He's showing you mercy. Yeah, he's showing you mercy. Because if he really put power behind his hands, he'll knock you out. Y'all always miss that part. Y'all miss that part all the time. When a man get out here and he and a woman is trying to jump on him and he not laying hands on her, it's because he's showing mercy. That only happens in the Western world. That's it. Any other part of the world, there will be no mercy. You will get that hit back. Y'all always miss that part. I just want to put that out there. I just want to put that out there. Okay. Now, I'm going to share something with y'all. Y'all got up here and y'all said that this makes sense. Because y'all women agree with this foolery. Because y'all could stop this, but y'all agree with it. Like on the Capitol Hill, when they ask people, what is a woman? What does a woman? What is a woman? A lot of y'all, you know, senators and House representatives and shit like that, y'all could not even answer that question. Y'all couldn't answer that question. Ain't that some shit? Y'all couldn't answer that question. And so that's why we have bullshit going on in the women's sports. That's why, because y'all could not answer that question correctly. That's right. Lost in Translation said they found out what it was not. Yes, they did. They found out what it was not. But because y'all don't stand up and speak against it, you believe, because y'all, you know what, women, we don't like to be wrong. We don't like to be wrong. Y'all remember that slogan back in the day? A woman can do everything a man can do and better. Y'all remember that slogan? Let's act like y'all don't, let's act like y'all don't, let's act like you understand. Y'all remember that slogan back in the day? A woman can do everything a man can do and better. Y'all do not want to renege. Y'all don't want to say that slogan was wrong. But damn it, I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell you. If ain't nobody else gonna tell you, let me tell you. That slogan was wrong as shit. Yeah. And nobody else don't want to tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. That slogan was wrong as shit. Yes, it was wrong. It was wrong, baby. It was wrong. That slogan was wrong. It was wrong now. It was wrong. I just want to let you know it was wrong. They lied to you. They lied to you. Yes. They lied to you. They lied to you. I just want to put that out there. Okay. Now let's get to the main event, because you know, we got to get to the main event now and shit. Okay. Because Ricky Smiley said y'all colors don't know how to stay on y'all don't know how to stay on code. Shout out to Messy Michon for always saying colors. Y'all colors don't know how to stay on code, okay? And let me share something with you. It's true. We don't. Now, Ricky Smiley said this. He was going off on y'all. Okay? He was going off on y'all, okay? And he was going off on me, too. I give two shits, Ricky. I give two shits, okay? Okay? I give two shits, Ricky, okay? Listen. I give two shits, Ricky, okay? Okay? Only time I thought you was funny anyway was in Friday anyway, okay? I just want you to know that part, okay? Only time I thought you was funny was in Friday anyway, damn it, okay? That's the only time when you was the Santa Claus. That's it, damn it. Everything else I was not, okay? I was not. I didn't think you was that funny and shit, okay? Let's get into it, Ricky Smiley.
Are you excited about Tim Walz? I already know the answer to that question.
Always.
What excites you the most about him?
Just that he's just a regular, like he reminds you of your high school principal. He reminds you of your high school football coach, and he was a football coach that led his team to a state championship. And he is just awesome. He's for the people. He stand up for women's rights.
Who is excited about Tim Walz?
Nobody.
Come on, man. Listen, look, these dudes is paid shields.
I said the same thing.
Honestly, they're older simps.
Yeah.
They are dudes that have been wrong on so many different things. And you know that it's a lie as soon as they open up their mouth, because he said, man, yeah, I'm excited about Tim. Who the hell in the world? Like, I remember back when Obama was running for president of the United States, and there was a lot of interest in that, and people were super excited about Obama because Obama was Obama and he was the first black guy and all of that stuff. And I remember that, right? We wound up getting a bag of bricks as a result of it, but I remember people actually being excited and galvanized about Obama becoming president.
When Anton, shout out to Anton Daniels, because this is where I'm getting these clips from today. Shout out to Anton Daniels. He always rocking, okay? He right about Obama, because I remember being so happy, crying and telling God, thank you, this and that. And mind you, Obama got in there, he ain't do shit for the blacks. He got in there, he ain't do shit for us. Okay. Now I want us to stress this a little bit, and I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate here. Okay. I'm playing a little devil's advocate here this morning. Okay. And if you mad, scroll the fuck up. You don't have to watch my shit. Scroll the fuck up. You don't have to watch my shit. Okay. Nobody asked you to. There's a notification that come the fuck out, and if you want to watch it, you watch it, and if you don't, scroll the fuck up. Now, this is what I'm about to say. Me and my king, right? Messy, stop laughing at me now. Messy, stop laughing at me. Okay, now, me and my king is from different descent, okay? I'm African American. My husband is African. He's from Nigeria, okay? Now, listen. My king thinks differently than I do when it comes to racism, okay? He thinks differently when it comes to opportunities for Black American and African people. He think differently. Because remember, Africans were not raised with the trauma that African Americans were raised with. They were not. My king and his parents, they lived together for many years. He was raised with 7 siblings. They had a mother and a father that stayed married over 50 something years. You understand? So he come from a foundation of kings. You understand that the kingdom continued. This is what they were taught: family and love and structure. This is why my king was a force to be reckoned with when we met, because this is how he was raised. So I couldn't push back. I couldn't give him pushback because he was raised this way. My king was a problem when I first met him, because he knew how he wanted his marriage to be. He knew how he wanted his house to be structured. Now, don't let me not get in here and act like I'm an angel. I am not. I am his nightmare. But he knows how to control the nightmare. Okay? I never met a man like him. Never gave a man as much respect as I do my husband, even when he was my boyfriend. Okay? So they have a different understanding. I want you to understand this. Obama has never, his lineage, right? His father's lineage is Africa, right? So they never really experienced the stuff that African Americans been through. Okay. So, and mind you, Obama was raised by his grandfather. Okay. He was raised by his grandfather and his grandmother, who are Caucasian. Okay. So he had the best of everything. And I'll share with you why I say the best. A lot of y'all don't understand this or remember this, but check this out. Did you know the Bushes were best friends with Obama's grandfather? Did you know? They were best friends. They were best friends. Nobody will tell me that Obama did not grow up knowing the Bushes. Nobody would tell me that he didn't. How is it if he lived with his grandfather, right? If he lived with his grandfather and his grandma, and his grandfather was best friends with the Bushes, right? You will not be able to tell me that they did not go on summer trips together. They did not grow up together. You would not be able to tell me that. You wouldn't be. Did y'all ever see the transition between the Bushes and Barack? How warm it was? Did you see? Did y'all see how warm it was? But we always miss that part. So when Obama got into the White House, okay, he knew what he had to do, but it was not to help us. The agenda was not to help us. Okay? One thing people always fail to mention about Obama is that Obama was a problem when it came to immigration. Mind you, his father was African. You think he would have had a little, lenient on that? He did not. He was the only president that I know in my time, okay? I don't know about anybody else. But in my time, that he deported more than just a little bit, honey. And I worked in Port Authority for many years. I saw those buses leave Newark Airport. That shit was not fun. They were deporting these people. They was getting these people out of here. As fast as they was getting in this motherfucker, he was turning them around. On one lie. Once you lie, one lie, he was getting you out of here. You was gone. One lie, he was turning you out. Okay? Let's act like we understand you had to leave. Obama didn't have no pity. Oh, I had my baby here, this and that. And Obama would tell him, your baby is American, but you not. You got to go. You got to go. Nobody, we always fail to mention that about Obama. Obama was somebody's problem when it came to immigration. He was. But we always fail to mention that. But let's go into it. I just want to share something with y'all. People who are not raised the way we were, the stuff that we have saw growing up, a lot of us that didn't have the stigma, that, you know what I'm saying? you don't really know what it's like. You don't really know what it's like. When I tell my husband like horror stories of when I was growing up, my king would look at me and like, I can't, I can't relate. He would console me, but he would say, especially when we first married, when I was going through the teaching moment with my king about learning how to be a wife, and I had to like unleash all my past onto him, right? And try to work through my past. My king was like, how? How does this happen? Because they're raised differently. And Obama was raised differently too. Fuck what you heard that he was in Chicago. Fuck what you heard, okay? He was raised very well, okay? He didn't have to want for anything, okay? But he had to go to Chicago because why? He had to make that walk to the presidency. It wasn't just, he just decided 4 years ago or, 2 years ago he was going to be president. This was already in the works. His grandfather probably already told him, you going to be a president one day. You going to be the president one day. Because this is how they talk to their children. They speak this life into their children. Black people, you gotta understand that you got to start learning how to speak life over your children's name. You got to learn how to start speaking life over their name. You know what I'm saying? But we don't do that. Some of us get in here, especially the two horrible roles of our community. We get in here and call our children motherfuckers. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna never be shit. And this is the mindset that the children are raised with. But if you speak life over their name and you say you're going to go to college, you're going to go to the academy, you're going to be great, I believe in you, the child believes in themselves. Okay? That's the difference between our culture and their culture. Okay? Let's get into it.
In the United States of America, who in their mind in Minnesota, a guy that literally put tampons inside of the boys' bathroom is saying that they're excited about Tim Walz and Kamala Harris becoming president and vice president of the United States. Get the hell out of here, bro. Come on, bro. Really?
Ricky doing
and he's a popular governor in the great state of Minnesota, which Trump won in 2016. That state was picked off by Joe Biden, and I think we'll definitely get his state and the state of Pennsylvania as well. Either one of those governors would have been a great choice for Kamala Harris. I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. And y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media.
Don't worry about it. We're going to unfollow you. And
he said he going to block every last one of us who support Trump. Every last one of us who don't support Kamala, he going to block our asses. That's what he said.
You first. We ain't tripping about it. We know who his demographic is. We know who he pandered to. He's always pandered to black women. He's always pandered to the church. And I'm not saying that y'all can't go and see him at his comedic events or whatever it is and listen to that punk ass radio show. But in reality, Ricky Smiley has always pandered. Always. The entire time. Him, Steve Harvey, all of these older simps, all of these dudes as boomers and Gen Xers, all of them have always been simping for the black community, for the black church, for black women in the black church. And so it's easy for them to say this because they understand who their demographic is.
Stop. Like, that's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just garbage.
We're not listening to
United on anything.
Can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog.
I always complain.
Black folks get on my damn nerves, man. Why everybody making all these celebrities making all these videos going off on Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the black?
Because they actually can think for themselves. They're tired of the thing that we've always been taught is you vote Democrat or you stand for women or you do all of this. We starting to think for ourselves and we don't give a fuck about any of this other stuff except for the policy. We care about stuff that affects our families. What do you mean agree on something?
Right.
We don't need to agree on nothing.
Right.
And the fact that they looking to shame you instead of having a conversation to better understand why you have the position that you have in is exactly what we've been talking about as far as what's in the black community.
See, they want to shame you. They don't have, when you ask them, well, what's her policy? What's her policy? What will she do? you know. And when you get up there and you start speaking and saying something against it, right, then you rocking the boat, you know what I'm saying? Oh, why you gotta know all that? Why you gotta understand all that? All you know is that she black. That's what they want us to believe. All you gotta know is she black, and we black, we gotta stick together. But my question still is not answered. I asked this morning. I said, listen, you see the pictures of her sister. You see the pictures of her mama and her father. I put this on my IG page. I said, would her father say he black? Would her sister say they black? Okay, look at them real good. Would they say they black? Just because they got a little tan in their skin, would they say they black? Y'all better get it together. But when you start asking these questions, you get stupid people like this, okay, up here talking about, oh, well, we can't stay on code. Why we gotta stay on code? Why we got to stay on code, Ricky? Why we gotta stay on code? That's shit. That's bullshit. Why we got to stay on code, Ricky? Cause you a part of the Divine Nine. We got to stay on code and shit. Nah,
And the black tax and the cultural norms and why the culture is trash. And now we see a group of people that's saying, listen, we not going and we not just rocking out just because you said so, because y'all not our leaders. And this is why y'all need to stop following a lot of these guys. Listen, they may be funny and junk on stage, but it does not mean that they have insight and understanding on what you're supposed to do for your family. Borders was open. She was the border czar. She was a part of this Biden administration. She was largely regarded as the worst vice president of all time. She couldn't debate her way out of a wet paper bag, got waxed in the 2019 primary. Nobody voted for her. They gave us this as a diversity, equity, and inclusion. Biden picked her in order to win a black woman vote that ultimately got him inside of the White House in the first place. We seen what her policy is. We seen what she did in San Francisco. We seen what she did as the DA. We know who she is, and she's a chameleon. 100%. Judge Joe Brown was more right than any of these other people that's looking to have a conversation about who a person.
And they've been clowning Judge Joe Brown. They've been clowning him since he been coming after Kamala talking truth. They've been clowning him, calling him a drunkie and all this other stuff and everything. He old and retired. Let me share something with you. One thing that my mama used to say to me, when people are drunk, they speak the truth. I don't care if y'all call them a drunkie and all this other stuff. When people are drunk, they speak the truth. They tell you what it is. I'm just saying. But I ain't never seen him drunk. Y'all got out here and said some bullshit about him because, you know, he talking about Kamala. Okay? Now, the truth still remains is that this woman up here says she black. Nobody asked her to say she black. Nobody asked her to say that. She says she black. And I said this earlier before. I said this early in the beginning of the stream. I said black people have voted for white men for God knows how long to be the president. She did not have to get up here and say she black. She did not have to get up there and say she was black when she was nominated the VP. She didn't have to lie. Okay? We voted. Let me share how bad politics we are as black people, as a collective and shit. You know why we voted for Bill Clinton? Raise your hand if y'all know why we voted for Bill Clinton. Because I know good and hell well why I voted for Bill Clinton. Okay? It's because he played that saxophone on Arsenio Hall. That's why I voted for Bill Clinton. That's why, demon. That's why. It was the saxophone and shit. Somebody said it was the weed. Listen, that's why. That's why. It was the saxophone. Malik said it was the saxophone. That's why I voted for Bill Clinton. Now, when the scandal came out about him having Monica Lewinsky suck his dick, right? Okay, y'all remember when that scandal came out, right? Was I mad with Bill Clinton? As a woman, I should have been mad, right? I should have been mad as a woman. But guess what I had said? Guess what I had said? I gotta tell y'all the truth. Guess what I said, okay? Guess what I said, all right? Don't be mad at me. Y'all. This is what I said. I said, who suck dick and let cum lay on their dress? Like, why don't you go wash that shit off? I was mad with her about the dress. I was like, don't come for my motherfucking president. Don't come for my president and shit. You suck this dick. Nobody told you to suck his dick. Why you let the cum stay on your dress? I was mad with that bitch. Yes, I was. Now, I should have been mad with him. But I was mad with her because you want to know why? He played that saxophone. On Arsenio Hall. And he said he eat hot sauce with his chicken. So that's why. Listen, that's why. I gotta tell the truth. Now, if y'all get in here and say y'all knew something else about Bill, okay, then, more power to you. But that's why. Now, she could have just won. She could just win the presidency by saying she went to a HBCU. She could have said she was in the trenches with the sisters. She could have said, I eat hot sauce on my chicken. She ain't had to say that shit about the greens in the tub. That shit is nasty. She ain't had to say shit about that. Okay, that greens in the tub that she did and everything. Now, nobody condones the greens in the tub. Okay. Now, back in the day, way back in the day, you can condone that. Okay, you can condone that. But remember, our great grandmas will make sure that tub was cleaned properly before she put food in there. Okay, but she said that now. We know good and hell well that was not right. That did not make sense. Okay, that didn't make sense what she said. She could have said anything else. She could have said anything else, but she said she black. So that's why people are questioning her blackness, because she says she black. You know how many white folks we have voted into the White House? Okay? And you know what? Some of them might be able to do a good dance, because Clinton could get down. Okay? Clinton could get down. Okay? And we was happy about that shit. We was talking about the first black president and shit. We was happy. We was happy in that bitch. Okay? We was mad with Monica Lewinsky. We was mad with First of all, we supposed to be mad with him, because you ain't supposed to have nobody give you head in the Oval Office. Okay? But we were supposed to be mad with him. But we were mad with her because she went told. We were mad with her that she even kept the dress. If anybody say they wasn't mad with her, y'all motherfuckers is lying in this bitch. Because everybody was mad with Monica Lewinsky, and people still mad with her now if you even mention her name. Okay? Let's act like we understand. Let's get into it.
And whether or not she really represents black people, yet alone America, because she's going to have to be the president of America. Mm-hmm. The entire country, not just women, not just black people, any of this type of stuff. What do you mean black people? So we expected to vote a certain way just because we black? Mm-hmm. Policy don't matter. The only thing that matters is identity politics. Man, get out of here, bro.
Now, Anton is right. That's how it's supposed to properly be done. It should not be we're voting because they're black. But the thing is that that's what black people do. Ain't that nasty? A lot of black people vote because the person shows some type of blackness. Ain't that crazy? Some type of blackness they showed. Or the way they talked a little bit, made you vote for them. Okay? Made you vote for them. Okay? Check this out. Josh Shapiro, right? Shout out to Philly. Okay? Shout out to Philly. Josh Shapiro. If you hear Josh Shapiro talk, mind you, he wears, the small hat. We say the small hat people because you don't want to get your stream to get triggered or whatever. So we'll say the small hat people. He a part of the small hat people. But when Josh talk, he sound black. When he talk, he sound black. Why do you think Philly identified with him? Why do you think they did? Why do you think Philly identified with him? Because he sound black. See, somebody can go into a place where it's dominantly black and they can start talking. And if they talk like they're black, the other people will cling to them. Black people will cling to them. Because we're searching for an identity. Ain't that fucked up? We're searching for an identity. So we cling to anybody who shows some type of identity towards blackness. Ain't that nasty? It's true though. It's nasty, but it's true. That's why when anybody act a fucking fool, okay, and they did some shit that a black person would do, we'll say, oh, you could come to the cookout. Can you imagine? We invite everybody to the motherfucking cookout. But why do we think that bullshit should be aligned with the black community? Somebody answer that question for me.
Kamala Harris didn't prosecute you and treated you bad in court. I got treated bad in court too. But I'm with her. Because a vote for her, if you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same energy for Donald Trump?
Like he doing right now?
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, don't vote for him. It is what it is.
Y'all not even out here doing real research to look at her record. If you do the research or whatever, stop believing everything you read and do real research, you can see what a record is. You can see what she have done. I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the black community.
We didn't just Google it. We absolutely 100% did our research. We did a deep dive. She don't even post what policy she's going to be standing on as the president of the United States of America, less than 3 months into, or less than 3 months before we vote in November, and people have already started casting absentee.
17 days, okay, 17 days that she has been announced as she's running. 17 days, she has not even put a policy of what she's going to do. Mind you, Trump has put his shit up already, but she has not put up anything. Mind you, I don't like Trump. But I just want y'all to see, okay, the bullshit, okay? Just like that little kid always say on Instagram, bullshit, okay? And this is the facts right here.
Community are things that black people benefit from a lot. We need to stand with her. We need to stand with her.
He said black people gonna benefit a lot. We need to stand with her. She already said, I'm not gonna do shit for you colors. She already said that shit. Shout out to Messy Michonne. She said, I ain't gonna do shit for you colors.
It's great. She will make a great president. And what a blessing to be living in a time where a black woman can become president of the United States of America. In our time, we get a black man and a black woman become president. That's unheard of.
Come on,
stop it.
Messy. Be on the right side of history. Be on the right side of history.
That's so. It's just the Amber Rose and everybody got all these videos and stuff and talking about Kamala Harris talking out of both sides of her. How would you say something so disrespectful? Even if you felt that way, I wouldn't dare make a video or say nothing like.
Now you gotta silence yourself. This is what the grandmas used to do. Grandmas used to do this.
That to the vice president of the United States of America that's trying to stand up and that's going to possibly pick 2 United States Supreme Court justices or whatever to try to keep the laws in place that Thurgood Marshall and all of the people that have paved the way and try to redo and get back into some of this settled law, women's rights to choose, your voting rights, and Brown versus the Board of Education. Do your homework, black people.
Hold up, let me...
Ricky, I got a problem with you because grandma would not even choose the right for women to have deletions. Grandma wouldn't even have chose that. Grandma would not even have chose that, Ricky. You wrong for that. But I'm going to share something with you. What grandma would have done, okay, what grandma would have done, because grandma has done it before. Y'all remember... Most of us should remember this. Grandma always had a white Jesus on the wall. when you were growing up. Anybody who grew up in a black family, y'all know. Okay, grandma always had a white Jesus on the wall. And then you might have an uncle. It'll be an uncle. You'll have an uncle that he got some correct teaching, like he deep dived in the Bible, and he found out what color Yahshua really is. So one day he came home and he pointed to the white Jesus on the wall, okay, and told his mama that that's not what Jesus looked like. And she went in on him and rained fire and brimstone, and she had her Bible and her holy oil and throwing it on him and everything and saying, you don't talk about my Jesus like that. You don't talk about my Jesus like that. My Jesus looked just like that. Mind you, this is the picture that she was raised with. She believed this. Now, mind you, check this out. He's not the only child. More than likely, most of our grandmothers had like 9 or 10 or 12 children. So the other kids will come around and say, why you got mama crying? Why you got mama crying? And he said, I ain't say nothing wrong. I just told her that the Jesus on the wall is not the real Jesus, that Jesus is black, right? And all the other sisters and brothers started screaming at him, you're wrong. At the end of the whole thing, right? At the end of the whole thing, because this is guilt. This is guilt, y'all. At the end of the whole thing, mind you, the son is right. The son is right. The Bible say that God is black, okay? Okay? That Yahweh is black. The Bible says he's black, okay? Because remember, who do you know that has wool hair? Who do you know has bronze feet? Who do you know has red fire in their eyes? My brothers, I'm looking at you. Okay? But, check this out. Mama done went to crying. She done went to screaming and everything. All this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Holy oil thrown and everything. All the kids is coming around getting on the one brother. Okay? Okay, so now at the end of the day, he leans into mama. He said, Mama, I'm sorry. Mind you, he's right. He's right. But he has to apologize to Big Mama because Big Mama is upset. Big Mama is sad. She is the pillar of the family. So he has to cater to Big Mama. And this is what Ricky and them are doing. See, the black woman is Big Mama as a collective, okay? We know Big Mama had done nonsense, okay? Okay? We know that Big Mama has done nonsense, okay? We know, all right? We know that Big Mama has done nonsense, but because we love her, we'll continue to believe the lie. Do you see what I'm saying? We'll continue to believe the lie. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. But that's how we were taught. That's how we were taught that Jesus is white. Okay? Let's get into it.
Let me just tell you something right here that could be very historic. And
last time I think I spoke about Ricky Smiley or reacting to anything that he had that was relevant in culture, I think it was with regard to Brian McKnight. He was wrong on that. As usual, he was wrong on that. If I remember, if my memory serves me correctly, and he sounds just like your black grandmother and your black grandfather who led you into the mire. 100%. Same thing, trying to shame you and act like we don't do our research when they don't have a policy to stand on, and a record is absolute garbage, bro.
And Kay pointed this out to me. If Kamala Harris is elected, she would be sworn in.
She could be sworn in
MLK Day
by the first black Supreme
and
Court.
possibly by Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Yeah.
Does that not give you chills?
Come on, stop it.
Does that not send
Marie?
I want to talk to the people who said that Jesus is not black. Okay, I just want to say something to y'all real quick. How far is Israel from Africa? How far is Israel from Africa? How far is Israel from Africa? Let's talk about it. How is it that Jesus was able to go, well, Yeshua was able to go into Africa and hide? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. How? How far is it? Because Jesus, there was no planes or anything like that. So how did he make it into Africa? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. But it's okay. I mean, we gonna have to agree to disagree. It's okay. Let's get into it.
Just make your whole body vibrate.
Maria,
oh
I can go deep into that. You got a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated reading in a
For anyone struggling with high blood sugar, do not drink cold water.
They didn't take a
Did
vote.
you know type 2 diabetes is a
and a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated into the damn White House? What's wrong with y'all?
Come on, MLK holiday.
But y'all mad because she ain't talking about reparations.
Who is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated?
Come on
now. Oh my God, that just gave me chills. That gave me chills.
Game changer, dog.
Game.
Man,
Talk about game.
Y'all better come get me off this radio today.
Come get him.
You keep going. You want to keep going, dog? You want to keep going? They ain't gonna be mad at you today, Rick.
I don't care. Well, stop me.
Go, dog. Go.
Cassie, Egyptians call themselves African. They call themselves African. Yeah, the ones who know better, they call themselves African. Please, trolls, y'all, get out my chat. Please go away. Please go away. I don't want to have to block you.
I don't care about who get mad. I know I'm right.
No, you're not.
I know I'm right.
Ain't never
Y'all
been
need
right.
to stop. Do y'all realize Medgar Evers died for voting rights? All these people that have risked their lives from slavery up into the civil rights movement, just where we can.
This is insane, bro. Are y'all listening to this? I can't stomach another minute of this. I might have to do a part 2 to break this down. Or I might just have to speak from my heart when I sleep on this, because this is one of the most upsetting things, because it absolutely is a representation of what we've been dealing with as Black people, as far as them trying to shame us, not based off of what's best for us, but based off of identity politics. They've been running this same fucking place since I was born. Since the time that I've opened up my eyes over 42 years ago, they've been running this same plantation play.
They do.
For the entirety of my existence.
They have to, though.
I can't, bro. I can't, bro. I almost feel like I'm getting stressed the fuck out.
So
and it's bothering me.
We're going to let Anton Daniels go. Love this brother content. He always get it in, especially on his main channel, Anton Daniels. Now, I shared the link in our YouTube channel. Also, I believe in our Instagram group chat as well. He always preached the truth, but I'll share something with you. If you don't vote for Kamala, you ain't Black. Yes. If you don't vote for Kamala, you ain't Black. I just want to share that with y'all, because that's what they told y'all. Okay? If you don't vote for Kamala, you ain't Black. Okay? I want you to understand this part. All right? If you don't get out here and vote for Kamala, you ain't Black. Your identity is gone. Okay? Your identity is gone. Okay? You ain't Black if you don't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't Black. You ain't Black. Okay? You ain't for Kamala Harris. You ain't Black. Okay? That's what we talking about right here. Because all the shaming, all the shaming that they are doing to the black men, all the shaming they are doing to content creators, all the shaming they are doing to black women who don't agree with Kamala. They're saying, oh, you are part of the sisterhood. You're supposed to agree. Black people don't stay on code. That's what y'all say. But mind you, nobody asked her to say she black. She decided that on her own. She decided that on her own. Okay? She said she black. Okay? She said she black, so we supposed to believe her. Ever since she became VP or the VP nominee, she said, I am black. So if you don't believe her, you ain't black. You hear me? That's what it is. That's what the plantation said. If you don't believe her, you ain't black. If you don't vote for her, you ain't black. My brothers and sisters, you ain't black. You ain't black if you don't vote for Kamala. You ain't black. That's what they tell you. Same thing like they told us when Biden said it. But Biden said it to Charlemagne, okay? And so everybody ran with that. But I'm going to share something with you. Only why Biden got away with a lot of the things that he got away with, okay? Because everybody forgot about 88. Everybody forgot about 94. I did too. Y'all ain't just forget on your own. I forgot too. It's because C-19 was affecting us. We all was scared as shit. Okay? We was scared as shit. Okay? We was all scared. So we like Biden would be the answer. Because we assumed Trump was fucking up. We were scared as shit. Now, I'm going to share something with you. I want to go on record in saying that, and this is hard for me to say because I don't like Trump. This is hard for me to say. But we should have walked through C-19. We should have continued to work and do what we needed to do. We should have walked through C-19. And the ones whose immune system did not work, they just would have been sent to glory. All those respirators and masks and all that other stuff that didn't do shit. That's mean, right? But it's true. A lot of those respirators sent people to glory faster. Because when the Bible, I'm sorry, I said the Bible, I'm sorry. I apologize. God forgive me, I'm messing up. When the body, okay, when the body can no longer do what it is designed to do and it has to rely on a machine, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. The body not going to do anything. If it doesn't have to get any air, you know what I'm saying? That the air is being supplied on its own. When you do finally take it off them, they gone. Because the body is used to this ventilator supplying the air. Okay? That's why. So listen, I just want to stress that to you. I just want to stress that to y'all because we still have COVID. Trigger word. We still got C-19 now. We still got C-19 now. But what do? They put the patients in a dry air room and rock it out 7 days. Okay? And then they get to go home. But because we were terrified and all the science was telling us that this and this and this and that, and they were lying, okay, it scared the shit out of everybody. Okay? So I want us to understand that part. We should have walked through C-19. That would have been better that we walked through than us using ventilators. That's why we were scared as shit. So on that part right there, I have to say Trump was right. Legend, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat. Now, Legend said, when C-19 hit, we trusted in men instead of God. He's right. You are correct, baby. You speaking facts. I appreciate you for the $2 super chat, honey. And it's true, and it's sad at the same time. So I believe in my whole heart is that Trump was not trying to hurt us. He was not trying. I'm just saying. Sometimes the person, you ever met a person that they keep pointing at somebody, they keep saying they the person, they the bad person, they're the demon, they this and that. You know what I'm saying? One thing about the devil, and I want to share this with y'all. One thing about the devil is that he has to point the fingers at somebody else so that you would think that they're the bad person. Mind you, I don't like Trump, but he has to, the devil has to point to somebody and say that they're the bad person. They're the bad person, right? That they're the evil one. You know, the devil has to do that. He has to point to somebody being the evil one, even though he's the one that is the problem. So he has to point to someone else and say that they're the problem, okay? Do anybody see that? Because you will point to this one and say they're the problem. You will point to this one and say they the one who is going to implement Project 25. They're the ones that is going to give police immunity. Check this out. And I keep telling y'all that ish don't sound right when you talk about immunity. It's not just they have white cops. They have Hispanic cops. They have Asian cops. They have black cops. They have cops from all different other races, okay? So if they give immunity, they got to give immunity to everybody. They got to give immunity to everybody. I want to share this little tidbit with y'all. Check this out. Trump only is allowed to do 4 years. So any promises he make, he could rock it out because he already got their vote. He could rock it out. Ain't nothing going to happen. He's not promised another term. You only promised 2 terms. Also, another thing, too, that they always try to scare the shit out of y'all with this Project 25. Check this out. Shout out to Crimson Kirk, because she broke this down. Okay, shout out to Crimson. And I said it before. Because I understand the law as well. Okay, I understand the law as well, and I vote my local elections. I get involved in my local elections and stuff like that. A lot of y'all don't know who is who in your town, okay? But check this out. Your real problem is your House of Representatives and your senator. Those are your real problems. The president is just eye candy, okay? If Project 25 will be implemented, okay, let's get it right, okay? If Project 25 will be implemented, right, the Senate and the House, okay, got to destroy the Constitution. These same motherfuckers that can't even vote, okay, that can't even vote on our budget at the beginning of the year. These same motherfuckers that can't vote on our budget at the beginning of the year, they have to decimate the Constitution. Okay, they got to destroy it. That's only one way. And then make the president like a king. Okay, that's one way. Another way will be that they will have to get a general and do a coup. Martial law. They will have to. But I want to share this with you. The United States, right, their military power, right, They had never been chumps. If they know that this shit is wrong, they not gonna do it. Okay? They not gonna do it. See, foreign countries is different. When a president tell them to go somewhere and decimate a village, that's where they go. They will go and decimate a whole village because their president told them. But America is not like that. You wanna know why? Because these same places where they grew up at, this is where you got your soldiers from. This is where you got your armies from. They live on this land. They are not gonna come in and decimate our land. Stop letting people scare the shit out of y'all. Stop letting people scare the shit out of y'all. The same House and Senate that can't vote on a motherfucking budget. They can't even vote on a budget for a whole year. Okay? They'll give you 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, a year, and shit. That's what they'll give you after you give them what the fuck they want. Do you think that they can vote to destroy the Constitution? They cannot. They cannot. Because the powers at be and the Constitution is needed for them to do fucked up shit. See, if they don't have the Constitution, they can't do fucked up shit. Because they could tell you, if that shit fucked up, they can tell you, oh, it's in the Constitution. It's in the Constitution. All these people that you see, that is a senator, House of Representative, these motherfuckers know the Constitution like the back of their hand. They can recite that shit. They know the shit they can do. They know the shit that they can't do. Let's talk about it. They know the shit they can do and the shit that they can't do. Stop being scared. And I want to share something else with you because Green Beans brought this up before. Because when I said martial law, you gotta get our military to believe that this needs to happen. Okay. And Green Beans said they could bring in another military from a different country and do this, this coup, this military coup. And I want to share something with y'all. One thing about Americans, and I don't know how many times I can stress this, but one thing about Americans is that we don't do bullshit. We don't. No matter what color we are. Long as we know we Americans, we'll get up, we'll fight. We'll fight. We don't care. Okay? When we are under any type of nonsense, you will see us rise to the motherfucking occasion. You will see us rise to the motherfucking occasion. We quick to tell somebody, oh, hell no, you done fucked up. We quick to tell somebody, I don't care what color we are. We will all stand together on a line. We don't care. All we know is that we American. Okay, at that time. Any divide will be after we whoop their ass. Any divide will be after. I'm just saying. Let's act like we understand. Because when 9/11 happened, okay? When 9/11 happened, and I watched the towers burn from Terminal B in Newark Airport. When 9/11 happened, when I say America as a collective was ready to go to war, when I say America as a collective was ready to go to war, I heard shit that people said that was evil. And as Christians, they were saying it too. Okay? Okay? And I said it too. Let me not act like I'm lying. Okay? Let me not act like I'm lying. Because I said some shit too. I said decimate the land. That's what I was saying. They was like, oh, but there's children. I was like, And, they came over here and fucked with us. That's what I was thinking. Every American was thinking the same shit. If you say you was thinking that, oh, save the land over there, you're lying. You're lying. And the truth ain't in you. Because nobody was thinking that. Nobody was thinking that. We were all thinking, let's just wipe them off the face of the earth. Let's act like we know. We were all thinking that shit. Let's not act like we were sitting here like, oh, wait a minute. We should think about this. We were not thinking like that. If you get up here and say, I was thinking like that, you lying. You lying. Because we were crying and everything. We were sad about it. We had no mercy. We didn't care. We were hurt. And then years later, come to find out, that whole shit started because, we turned on them. Come to find out, all that shit happened, 9/11 come because we turned on these people. Our people got sent to glory because y'all reneged on a promise that y'all made. Ain't that some shit? But this our government, though, What the hell? That's what happened. That's what happened. All because you lied. You lied and shit. Okay? You lied and shit. And all our people got sent to glory because of that shit. Okay? That's the nitty gritty. Okay? That's nonsense, okay? That's what it is. That's what really happened. So, I am not scared of Project 25. And I'm not scared, okay? Okay, I'm not scared of Project 25. I'm not scared of Donald Trump. And I ain't scared to be called I ain't black.
Kamala ain't black.
Everybody,
Daddy ain't either.
Have a wonderful day. Take it easy.
Kamala ain't black.
Much love to you all.
Makes you believe her.
Thank you for coming to rock with me. Because you didn't have to see or come and see what this loudmouth heifer was talking about today. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. All you need is like a glass of wine. You know what I'm saying?
That bitch is Indian.
Yes, she is.
So is a mama.
If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App.
That bitch is Indian.
You can donate through Super Chat. Also, we have a family business called UBMRacksFashion.com.
This ain't no game.
If you want to come and rock with us and buy from us, okay? Also, YouTube make me sell merch, okay? You can go scroll to the top, you'll see Shop or Store, and check it out. She ain't black, y'all.
Her father ain't black.
Her daddy ain't black, y'all.
Her sister ain't black.
Okay? And the sisters ain't black.
So don't bother.
Don't bother.
Kamala ain't black.
Kamala ain't black.
Her father ain't black.
Her daddy ain't black.
Kamala ain't black.
Her mama ain't black.
So don't bother.
Everybody
Kamala
have a
ain't
great
black.
one. Take heed to the message, everybody.
Her daddy ain't either.
I'll see y'all tomorrow, God will.
Kamala ain't black. What makes you believe her?